Service entrance cable sill plates, such as the Bridgeport 937 and Arlington 663, are designed to provide a secure and weatherproof entry point for service entrance cables into a building. These sill plates help protect the cable from physical damage, moisture, and other environmental factors that could compromise its integrity. To understand whether these specific products are listed in a UL General Guide, it's important to first define what a UL listing signifies and how to navigate UL resources. UL, or Underwriters Laboratories, is a global safety certification company that tests and certifies products to ensure they meet specific safety standards. A UL listing indicates that a product has been tested and meets UL requirements for safety and performance. This listing is crucial for ensuring that electrical components used in installations comply with recognized safety standards, providing assurance to installers, inspectors, and end users. When determining if a particular service entrance cable sill plate is UL listed, there are several resources to consult. Firstly, the UL Product IQ database is a comprehensive online tool provided by UL that allows users to search for UL listed products. This database includes detailed information about products, including their UL file numbers, categories, and applicable standards. To use the UL Product IQ, navigate to the UL website and locate the Product IQ search tool. Enter the model number of the product in question, such as Bridgeport 937 or Arlington 663. If the product is UL listed, the search results will display the product's listing information, including the applicable UL standard and any specific conditions of acceptability. Secondly, UL publishes various directories and guides that categorize listed products by type and application. These guides are organized by product category and provide detailed information about the scope and requirements for UL listing. To find information about service entrance cable sill plates, look for guides related to electrical equipment, cable entry fittings, or building materials. The specific guide to consult will depend on how UL categorizes these products. Thirdly, the manufacturer's documentation is an essential resource for verifying UL listing. Reputable manufacturers like Bridgeport and Arlington will clearly indicate on their product packaging, catalogs, and websites whether their products are UL listed. This information typically includes the UL file number and the applicable UL standard. Review the product specifications and installation instructions to confirm that the product meets the necessary safety requirements. If a product is UL listed, the manufacturer may also provide documentation of the testing and certification process, which can be useful for verifying compliance. Understanding the structure of UL standards is crucial for interpreting UL listing information. UL standards are developed through a consensus-based process involving industry experts, manufacturers, and regulatory authorities. These standards define the minimum safety requirements for products and are regularly updated to reflect technological advancements and industry best practices. When examining a UL listing, pay attention to the specific UL standard to which the product is certified. For service entrance cable sill plates, relevant standards may include UL 514B for conduit, tubing, and cable fittings, or UL 486A-486B for wire connectors. The UL standard will specify the testing procedures, performance criteria, and marking requirements for the product. Another key aspect of UL listing is the concept of conditions of acceptability. In some cases, a product may be UL listed for specific applications or under certain conditions. These conditions of acceptability are outlined in the UL listing information and must be followed to ensure that the product is used safely and effectively. For example, a service entrance cable sill plate may be UL listed for use with specific types of cables or in particular environmental conditions. Always review the conditions of acceptability to determine if the product is suitable for the intended application. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, also plays a significant role in ensuring the safe installation of electrical equipment. The NEC is a widely adopted code that provides comprehensive requirements for electrical installations, including wiring methods, grounding, and overcurrent protection. While the NEC does not directly list products, it references UL standards and requires that electrical equipment be listed and labeled in accordance with those standards. When installing service entrance cable sill plates comply with the applicable requirements of the NEC. This includes ensuring that the product is properly installed, supported, and protected from physical damage. The NEC also specifies requirements for grounding and bonding, which are essential for preventing electrical hazards. Consult the NEC for detailed guidance on the safe installation of service entrance cables and related components. In addition to UL listing and NEC compliance, local electrical codes and regulations may also apply to service entrance cable installations. These codes may impose additional requirements or restrictions on the use of specific products or installation methods. Check with the local electrical inspector or building department to determine if there are any specific requirements that must be followed. Compliance with local codes is essential for ensuring that the electrical installation is safe and legal. To summarize, firstly, to determine if service entrance cable sill plates like Bridgeport 937 and Arlington 663 are UL listed, use the UL Product IQ database to search for the product by model number. Secondly, consult UL directories and guides related to electrical equipment and cable entry fittings. Thirdly, review the manufacturer's documentation, including product packaging, catalogs, and websites to confirm UL listing and compliance with applicable standards. Always adhere to the conditions of acceptability specified in the UL listing and comply with the requirements of the NEC and local electrical codes. By following these steps, you can ensure that service entrance cable sill plates are installed safely and in accordance with recognized safety standards. Finally, when selecting a service entrance cable sill plate, consider the following factors: the type and size of cable being used, the environmental conditions at the installation location, the material and construction of the sill plate, and the ease of installation. Choose a sill plate that is compatible with the cable being used and that provides adequate protection from moisture, corrosion, and physical damage. Ensure that the sill plate is made of durable materials that can withstand the rigors of the environment. Select a sill plate that is easy to install and that provides a secure and weatherproof seal. Consider factors such as cable entry size, mounting options, and ease of access for maintenance and inspection. By carefully considering these factors, you can select a service entrance cable sill plate that meets the specific needs of the installation and ensures long-term reliability and safety. Another important aspect of service entrance cable installations is proper grounding and bonding. Grounding and bonding are essential for preventing electrical shock hazards and ensuring the proper operation of electrical equipment. The NEC specifies detailed requirements for grounding and bonding, including the size and type of grounding conductors, the methods of connecting grounding electrodes, and the requirements for bonding metal enclosures and equipment. When installing service entrance cables, ensure that the grounding and bonding system is properly installed and maintained. This includes connecting the grounding conductor to a suitable grounding electrode, such as a ground rod or water pipe, and bonding all metal enclosures and equipment to the grounding system. Improper grounding and bonding can create dangerous electrical hazards and compromise the safety of the electrical installation. Regularly inspect the grounding and bonding system to ensure that it is in good condition and that all connections are tight and corrosion-free. In addition to grounding and bonding, proper overcurrent protection is also essential for ensuring the safety of service entrance cable installations. Overcurrent protection devices, such as circuit breakers and fuses, are designed to protect electrical circuits from excessive current flow, which can cause overheating, fire, and equipment damage. The NEC specifies the size and type of overcurrent protection devices required for different types of circuits and equipment. When installing service entrance cables, ensure that the overcurrent protection devices are properly sized and installed in accordance with the NEC. This includes selecting overcurrent protection devices with the appropriate ampere rating and interrupting capacity for the circuit being protected. Regularly test and inspect overcurrent protection devices to ensure that they are functioning properly and providing adequate protection. Another important consideration for service entrance cable installations is proper cable support and protection. Service entrance cables must be adequately supported to prevent excessive sagging or strain, which can damage the cable and compromise its integrity. The NEC specifies the types of supports and methods of attachment that are required for different types of cables. When installing service entrance cables, use appropriate supports such as cable ties, straps, or clamps to secure the cable to the building structure. Protect the cable from physical damage by routing it away from areas where it could be struck or abraded. Use conduit or other protective measures to shield the cable from sharp edges, impacts, and other potential hazards. Proper cable support and protection are essential for ensuring the long-term reliability and safety of the electrical installation. In summary, service entrance cable sill plates play a critical role in providing a safe and reliable entry point for service entrance cables into a building. When selecting and installing these sill plates, it is essential to verify UL listing, comply with the requirements of the NEC and local electrical codes, and follow the manufacturer's instructions. Additionally, proper grounding and bonding, overcurrent protection, and cable support and protection are essential for ensuring the safety and reliability of the electrical installation. By following these guidelines, you can ensure that service entrance cable installations are performed safely and in accordance with recognized safety standards. Another aspect to consider is the environmental conditions in which the service entrance cable sill plate will be installed. Different materials and designs may be better suited for specific environments. For example, in coastal areas or other corrosive environments, it is important to use sill plates made of corrosion-resistant materials such as stainless steel or PVC. In areas with extreme temperatures, it is important to use sill plates that are designed to withstand those temperatures without degrading or becoming brittle. The manufacturer's specifications will provide information on the environmental conditions for which the sill plate is suitable. It is also important to consider the aesthetic appearance of the service entrance cable sill plate. In some cases, the sill plate may be visible from the exterior of the building, so it is important to choose a sill plate that is aesthetically pleasing and complements the building's architecture. Sill plates are available in a variety of colors and finishes to match different building styles. Some sill plates are also designed to be paintable, allowing them to be customized to match the building's color scheme. When selecting a service entrance cable sill plate, consider the overall appearance of the installation and choose a sill plate that is both functional and aesthetically pleasing. Furthermore, consider the ease of maintenance and inspection of the service entrance cable sill plate. The sill plate should be designed to allow for easy access to the cable and connections for maintenance and inspection purposes. Some sill plates have removable covers or access panels that make it easier to inspect the cable and connections. The sill plate should also be designed to prevent the accumulation of dirt, debris, or moisture which can corrode or damage the cable and connections. Regularly inspect the service entrance cable sill plate to ensure that it is in good condition and that the cable and connections are free from damage or corrosion. Repair or replace any damaged or corroded components promptly to prevent further damage and ensure the safety and reliability of the electrical installation. Another factor to consider is the availability of technical support from the manufacturer. Reputable manufacturers of service entrance cable sill plates offer technical support to assist with installation, troubleshooting, and maintenance. The support can be valuable for resolving any issues that may arise during the installation or operation of the sill plate. Check the manufacturer's website or contact their customer service department to determine the availability of technical support. Also, review the manufacturer's warranty for the service entrance cable sill plate. A warranty provides assurance that the manufacturer stands behind their product and will repair or replace any defective components. The warranty typically covers defects in materials and workmanship for a specified period of time. Read the warranty carefully to understand the terms and conditions of coverage. Keep a copy of the warranty in a safe place for future reference. In addition to these considerations, it is also important to follow industry best practices for service entrance cable installations. These best practices include using proper tools and techniques, following the manufacturer's instructions, and taking precautions to prevent electrical hazards. Always de-energize the electrical circuit before working on any electrical equipment. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment, such as safety glasses and gloves, to protect yourself from injury. Use insulated tools to prevent electrical shock. Double check all connections to ensure that they are tight and secure. Follow these industry best practices to ensure that service entrance cable installations are performed safely and reliably. The ultimate goal is to ensure that electrical installations are safe, reliable, and compliant with applicable standards and regulations. By carefully selecting and installing service entrance cable sill plates, and by following the guidelines and best practices outlined above, you can contribute to achieving this goal and protecting people and property from electrical hazards.